Welcome to the Power Friendship Podcast. This is the Red Sonja edition. It's all about Red Sonja today. I am so excited. I'm okay. I'm gonna freak out. Red Sonja is one of my favorite characters. I'm a little obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm a little obsessed. But
I love it.
my name is Taylor Gaines, and we have a special guest today. Who are you guys? Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are.
I'm Shannon, and this is Luke. And we, how do you say it?
We run the Red Sonja company.
Yes. Red Sonja is amazing. Thank you. Red Sonja is amazing. Red Sonja is amazing. Thank you so much. This is a special day for me because Red Sonja is one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. I've been reading ever since I've been reading comics, like over 10 years. She's always been on the pull.
Wow.
Everything. I love Red Sonja. Thank you so much for all the Red Sonja stuff you do.
Thank you for wearing the shirt.
Oh yeah, I got the action figures coming. I got the gray and I got the regular one coming, so I'm excited for that. Finally.
I'm wearing my Mark Silvestri one today.
Oh, that's dope. It should be some hiccups and stuff, but I'll fix it in post. So everything's okay. But how are you guys today? How are you guys?
We're great. We're so excited to be here with you.
Oh,
you have such great energy.
Yeah, I'm excited because this character is really dope. But yeah, read Sonja, all of it. Yeah, all of it. Read all of it. My favorite cover is the Jenny Freyson cover in room 4. That's my favorite.
Yes. Which one?
She's like looking over the. Was she looking over?
Yeah, that's the one. I want that tattooed on me. That's the goal. I want that tattooed on me so bad.
This one.
That's my.
Oh.
Yes.
You're gonna knock everything over just like he just did.
This one.
Yes.
That one?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
The best stuff.
That's the one.
Best stuff. It's a great way to get through it.
Yes. All right. I have questions. I came prepared. All right. So I love Red Sonja, but I want to know about the people of Red Sonja. So what's something you guys geek out on besides Red Sonja?
We geek out on? I like science fiction and fantasy, so I'm pretty much anything in that world. You know, my 2 favorite books are Lord of the Rings and Stranger in Strangeland by Robert Heinlein. The second book, I can't talk about it yet, but there's something exciting brewing on that second book. So I like the Battlestar Galacticas. I like the Game of Thrones.
He didn't ask you that question yet.
He asked what I geek out on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think no. It's good vibe.
Right now I'm a dad, so I got 3 kids, and it gives you a kind of a chance to kind of go back through. Like literally, my daughter and I are doing an MCU movie marathon, in order. But I'm also giving her the old, the original X-Men by Stan and Kirby, the original Spider-Man with Stan and Ditko. She's reading the Claremont X-Men. She's reading the original Thor, like the original Doctor Strange. Like I've got her going through the old stuff, and I'm kind of just trying to pull the classics and give her a classical education in comic books.
That's awesome. That's
I wish I had a dad like that.
Yeah. I know, right? Oh, awesome. What about you, Shannon? What about you?
What do I geek out on? I feel like going to Comic-Con, I geek out on that, and I this is a little selfish of me, but I geek out on Red Sonja, especially when I see the cosplayers and when I see the the company's merchandise on the floor in the cases. I get so excited when I see Red Sonja being represented like at Comic-Con and things like that. As far as at home,
see, I know I won because she was when we first met. She wasn't as into the world, and when I got her asking me to watch more Battlestar Galactica, that's when I knew I had won. I had succeeded.
That's awesome.
I also geek out on seeing some of these actors in our town, like at the local restaurants. Yeah. Like we've seen Edward James Olmos. I've seen Trisha Helfner. It's crazy when it's like come to life. We live in this area.
And Brigitte Nielsen, too.
Yeah, Brigitte Nielsen lives like a block away from us.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. What is your dream Red Sonja crossover?
I would just take her and throw her into Middle Earth or Game of Thrones or something like that. And just let her work her way through those worlds. That's okay. That's the dream crossover. It's not like a particular character. It's really more like an environment and cast of characters.
Yes. I feel like she fits perfect. She fits perfectly fit. Perfect.
What would you like to see Red Sonja in?
Ninja Turtles. Power Rangers, everything. I like when she's like somebody that's like not usually as it's a different. I like when she interacts with different people. So it's I like putting funny
there's
places.
a really cool one that's in discussion right now. I can't break it because it's not done. So,
oh, just tease him.
That's what I'm doing.
Torture him.
Because I don't. The crossovers have been great. They've all been great. They've all been good. All
Wait for the Spider-Man. Like we did that years ago. I mean, obviously,
I do. I have that. And I have. I like the one with Cassie. What she was with Cassie Hack and all them. Vampirella. That's my favorite too. Cassie Hack's not very good, but she should cross over with everybody. You know, Sailor Moon. Maybe anything crazy. Anything wild. Wonder Woman would be like.
Wonder Woman. DC is kind of difficult to get on the horn for crossovers.
Yeah, they should definitely. I mean, right now they should definitely do it. There's an absolute Wonder Woman character. They kind of similar. Not saying, you know what I'm saying? They're similar. It was something, but I would like to see her do that. Yes, anybody. Yeah, but yeah, it'd be cool. The Red Sonja is very underrated. I think underrated, right? Just saying. It should be like more movies and TV. I'm just saying at this point. Like I know there should be like HBO Max and somebody or HBO. Please God, hurry up! Somebody else do it, please. Like. Because this character is really popular. What do you think people understand about Red Sonja the most?
Well, I think when people first see it, people who don't know the character that well, they just sort of see her in her outfit and they kind of see the visual representation. Yeah. And so they have opinions about, like, you know, male gaze and, you know, like all that kind of shit. And they don't really understand that there's a lot of depth to the character and there's a lot of kind of like soul and heart. And you know, you have to actually read the stories to know that. And so for people who don't, you know, or you're working out in Hollywood, you're just talking to an executive, they have this sort of, they immediately go to the kind of the cheesecake kind of male gazy version of the character. And, you know, the work is basically peeling the onion and showing them the depth.
Okay. I like that. I was one of those. I was like, oh man, she was weird. But I was like, I saw the movie when I was a kid and I was like, okay, I'm down. And then as I got older reading comics, I was like, okay, I'm down. I'm with this. Yeah. Gail Simone Run was like my favorite. Mm-hmm. I like Gail Simone Run. But I do have her first.
You know, she's got a novel coming out.
I'm trying to get it. I'm getting it.
Well, it's not out yet.
These are what's called galleys. So these are kind of like samples.
They're for reviewers. So this is to get reviews out ahead of the book. The book comes out in November.
Oh, I'm in there.
But you can pre-order it.
I'm getting it. I need it. Is there going to be an audio version too? I need both. I need everything. I need everything.
And we have it's actually getting recorded in 2 weeks, and I don't think we can announce who it is, but we got somebody cool reading the book, you know, for the audio version. We can't. I think I got to let the publisher announce that.
Okay. I'm excited. Okay. You know. What is your favorite word to scream out loud?
That's hard. Go ahead.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
If I'm yelling, it's usually at the kids, right?
Oh, that's easy. Okay.
Go to bed. Okay. Go the fuck to sleep. That's my. Have you ever heard the there's like a book called Go the Fuck to Sleep and Samuel Jackson reads it.
Yes.
That really speaks to my heart.
Oh man, that's amazing. What comics are you guys reading these days?
Red Sonja. I'm reading your new miniseries called Death and the Devil.
Yes.
So once in a while, Luke, you know, writes a miniseries, and I love them. So this is the follow-up to Birth of the She-Devil, and I'm reading Death and the Devil right now, and I'm loving it.
I'm taking my kids through, like I said, I'm giving them kind of an education. So when they go through it, I'll go through it. Like I literally just bought them a bunch of key issues. They were like reprints, but of like key issues, and I read them all as as I'm handing them to the kids, just reading them. It was like, I mean, there was like some Jim Lee X-Men in there. There was some, I think it was like Jean Grey's Resurrection. There was some original Thor. There was some original Avengers. By original, I mean like, you know, Stan Lee, Dick Kirby. And obviously Stan was a friend of the family. And, you know, like my daughter met him and, you know, he's someone personally. He came to our wedding, so it's a little more personal. So I kind of make an effort to make sure the kids have read their Stan, you know.
That's awesome.
I eat, sleep, and breathe Red Sonja. So I have a very one track. mind, and she's all I have time for. So
I
it's just
understand.
Red
I
Sonja all
understand.
the way for me.
I've been doing a lot of writing too. So I mean, like one, I got film rights to this project called Citizen of the Galaxy that Heinlein wrote, and I wrote the script. I'm on like draft 3. I'm about to pass it around, around Hollywood to see if someone wants to make it with me. And then I got the rights to another book of theirs to turn
Heinlein.
of Heinlein's turn it. He was my favorite science fiction writer, and I kind of made friends with the trustees over there, so they're giving me access to a bunch of his stuff to turn it into different things.
Graphic novels.
So I'm kind of writing like I'm running out of time these days.
Like Hamilton.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Okay, I'm so excited. What is your writing setup like? Like, what is like? How do you do? Do you set the candles? Do you put music on? What do you
literally
do?
just put some headphones on me, and I can be anywhere. I could be in the middle of Times Square. If the sound's kind of blocked out and I got my music, I can write wherever I am. I lock in pretty well, and I don't have like one setup. I write all over the place.
You like the porch?
We have a patio that I like to write
Off
on.
the bedroom.
It's quiet and it's pretty.
You go
and
in the corner
outside.
and people forget you're there.
I mean, but also I go like I'm a member of the Soho House. I'll go there every once in a while and just plug in and write. Whatever. Usually wherever the kids aren't gonna get into my space.
That's awesome. Okay. What is something you're dying to talk about? Like you're dying to talk.
Well, some of the stuff I'm doing at the Heinlein, I'm dying to talk about. The book that is coming out from Gale, I'm dying to talk about. The movie, I mean, I've talked about a lot of, that's a conversation I've had.
My body's ready.
But on the Consumed, on Gale's book, like, here's the thing I think people don't get, because she's like good, she's a great comic book writer, and she's got a great like wit and pace. When we started working on the novel, she didn't know, and we didn't know exactly whether it doesn't necessarily translate. Being a good comic book writer does not necessarily mean you're going to be a good prose writer. They're different. It's a different skill set. It's different kind of storytelling. So we had her do some sample chapters. Like that was, and also the publishers wanted to know whether she could make that transition. So we had her write, I think, 4 sample chapters, and that's what we were shopping around to publishers. And by the time I got like 2 of them back, I was like, I mean, damn. She's a better prose writer than she is a comic book writer. Prose really allows her, like her descriptive style, which isn't something you really get to do in comics because the artist is giving you the visual, the visuals on it, but her like ability to kind of engross you and like immerse you in the world and in the scene and in the characters is really special. So, and we're already starting to get reviews back, and the reviews are all 4-star. This is gonna be a great book.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
So
My body's ready. About that. I can't wait. Book, movie, I'm ready. The people about to be sick of me. It's about to be the word. People about to be able to read because this character.
I mean, the movie's been a journey, man. It's been a journey.
I heard it a long time ago. I was like, please, something.
I mean, it's like right after. It was literally when they first did the deal with Millennium. Was my dad made the deal when I just graduated college, and that was like 20 years ago. And then it just was like fits and starts, and I wandered off for a while and got kind of sick of trying to make it with these guys. And then I circled back. They kind of pulled me back in, and then we landed in the best place we could have landed, because there was a lot of attempts to make this movie the wrong way, and I think in the end it was made the right way.
Okay.
I'm proud of where this thing landed. It's a good movie. It's a good story that once the audience, like, it'll find the audience will find it. And I think fans, like people like you, who've been fans a long time, are going to be happy with it.
I'm down.
If I was going to like comp this film, it's not a Marvel movie by any measure. And it's certainly not like whatever James Gunn's going to do with DC. It's not going to be like that. Not like the old De Laurentiis, Conan, and Brigitte Nielsen film.
Tell him what it's like.
If I was going to comp it, it would be like Braveheart.
It's a female Braveheart.
It's like a Braveheart meets Game of Thrones. That's kind of the.
So you have to say. It's fine. I'm going to see regardless. I don't care what it was. I'm going to see regardless. There regardless.
Well, it's like Braveheart with some more high fantasy. Like it's
okay. All right.
What I think that everyone is going to love about this movie is how much they're going to want to see more. They're going to want to see what's next. They're going to realize where MJ Bassett went with this project and Matilda Lutz, and they're going to want another one. You know what I mean?
And
what is your question about that? What are you dying to know about the movie?
I just want to see it. I'm honestly, I saw the picture. I was like, I'm down. I don't give a look.
It's done.
I don't care.
It's
I'm
done.
down.
I mean, the movie's
I
done.
am.
we
I'm I, I'm about to get tattooed there. People about to be sick of me. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll see it 17 times. I saw Wonder Woman 8 times. Okay, just say it.
Wow.
All right. So this is
well,
about
this is going to be.
let's
It's very grounded. It's a
yeah.
grounded movie. I mean, we have some
I love it.
digital effects
I
in
love
there,
it.
but there's a lot of
I
visual
love
and like there's a lot of practical effects. There's a lot of things that were done. You know, it was
it.
that's part of
Thank
why
you
I said
so
it kind
much.
of reminds you of like that's why it's a little bit more like
Yeah.
Braveheart. It's not digital soup like some of the Marvel movies
Oh,
are, where there's
I
just
love it.
we have some monsters that could only be done. You know, we couldn't find them in the wild.
I'm
We had to,
down. I'm down.
you
I'm
know.
down. Yeah, I'm already committed to this. I'm already 5 or 10 times, maybe 5 or 10 times.
Thank
Not gonna lie.
you.
I'm already committed. Red Sonja is like this close. This is
Well,
that's
look,
it.
I knew we had
That's it.
it when, like, so we did a screening because the movie is done. So we screened it for some friends and family.
Okay.
And, like, you know, when we had, like, the 11, 12-year-old kids jumping out of their chair, yelling and screaming, and, you know, for
I
her, it
love
was
that.
like, okay. Like, and, like, that's the kind of reaction, like, you want to see that kind of natural, organic. Because, like, we've been so in it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been so inside this movie that I know how I feel about it, but I kind of
The
have to have
making
people
of
who've
it.
never seen it before tell me, you know.
Getting
Right.
attached to the characters and caring what happens to them in the story.
Yeah, but I've been excited for the I'm like, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. Everybody asks me about it all the time. I was like, she's coming, man. I heard about it a long time ago. But I was like, that character gotta be like specific, man. You gotta make sure it's right. Like I said, and I like take your
Well, that's
time
part of it too. I mean, I know
and I'm all about that.
people have been sort of impatient, but like, there's no point in putting something out until it's like, you know, you don't serve the meal until it's cooked. And it took some,
Yeah,
you know, it took some time to cook this one for
yeah.
sure. But the time in post was useful. I mean, there was like we were going back and forth on edits. The different producers, director had people had different perspectives. We brought in a different editor at the end to kind of help us, you know, hone down and just find the core of the story and a pacing that really works. And then once the music came in, I think that brought a lot. Once the digital effects came in, it's like you sort of start to see it come together. Now, the first cuts of a
Okay.
movie, like they literally have like, you know, like the monster is just like on paper,
A drawing on
like
a
a
piece
drawing
of
on
paper.
paper that they cut to. Like it's, you know,
Yeah.
until you, you
Yes.
know.
This is also I can't wait, man. Yeah, I've been hearing things. I've seen. I was like, ah, God. The photo. I said, all right, we're in there. I'm down regardless. And
Yeah.
we can't wait to see the trailer. Whatever. I'm going to New York. I'm whatever New York Comic Con I'll be at there. I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'm
Aw.
excited.
Well, if you're also if
I
you're in
just
New York
want to
Comic
just.
Con, Gail's got a panel there on the book.
For her book.
Yeah.
Gail Simone.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. I'll be there. Yep, I'll definitely be there. Yep, I need it.
You
Yeah, I
gotta
need it.
wear your t-shirt.
Yeah. I got it. I'm gonna pack it. I'm gonna pack it. I'm gonna pack it. I might just be Red Sonja for cosplay. I might have to do it. I might just put the suit
Yeah.
on.
Thank
Put the
you.
full suit on. But yeah, I think Red Sonja is dope. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
So
I'm
do I.
excited. I can't wait to see it. Okay. What's the hardest part about making a Red Sonja comic?
Well, the hardest part, honestly, of telling any story is being original, right? So with Sonia, it's always about finding perspective. You know, telling a story that hasn't been told before, telling something that feels fresh. She's character's got a lot of material out on her, right? I mean, there've been hundreds and hundreds of comics. There've been movies now and novels, and like, you know, there's a lot of material out there, and you've got to find a way. You know, on Death and the Devil, the one that I just wrote, which is a follow up to Birth of a She Devil, I'm exploring a time in her.
I'm like the Vanna White of Red Sonja.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much, man.
I'm exploring a time in her life, like which was after her origin, after the horrible things that happened to her, but before she became the sort of fully realized badass adultish version of the character. Like this is the teenage years.
Okay.
And the teenage
Ooh.
years, she's still angsty and angry and like and fucks up. Excuse me. She messes shit
You
up.
can say whatever you want. You
She
can say whatever
has
you want.
she
Just say
has
the fuck you want.
regrets.
Okay.
She's like she's not. She's in the process of becoming the character that we know and love. And so that to me was like a great sort of bit of creative real estate that I could carve out and tell some new stories and things that felt new and different and fresh. That was, you know, that was it. But anytime you get a good writer, especially, I mean, there are writers that have been wanting to tackle this, like when Torrin came on for the last run. You know, this is a character
still
she's
out.
been wanting. This is a character.
Go buy it. Go buy it.
We're on number 13, guys.
But when she came to it, she wanted to, you know, it's a character she'd been itching to write for a long time. So she had a concept and a story and kind of her own fresh take and version, spin that she wanted to put on it. So that, I mean, that happens. Obviously, like when Gail came on board, Gail had, and after she wrote the run on Red Sonja, she waited a minute to come back for this, for the book, because she wanted to feel like she had some fresh juice to bring to it.
Right.
Kind
of like how MJ, our director, had been wanting to do Red Sonja. And MJ did Solomon Kane, which is another Robert E. Howard character. So she had a passion for this.
She had a passion. Kind of she'd been chasing the project. She'd been chasing the project for a while.
So we're really lucky to have someone who really cared about the character, and bring their spin and take to it.
I mean, being authentic is like, and it kind of circles back around to the first thing. Is like, there's a version of the character which is just kind of the cheesecake version, and I'm not interested in that. And then there's the version that's told by people who have respect for the character and the literature and have something that they want to say, and they have a story, like a real, authentic, meaningful story they want to tell. And those are the people that you're searching. I mean, as the person who's sort of in charge of engaging these people and hiring them, that's the thing I most look for, is somebody who, they don't just doesn't feel like they're just trying to pick up a paycheck, but that they've got a story that they want to tell.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
That was special. That was special. Aw. What makes you happy? Like, what makes you guys happy?
Oh my
God.
I feel like my middle name is Joy. I feel like I'm joyful every day.
Awesome.
I have gratitude for every little thing in my life. I mean, everything makes me happy. I guess my family mostly makes me happy, and Red Sonja makes me so happy. I'm very blessed that I fell into this world. I'm so happy in this world of comics and Red Sonja. I'm so grateful, because if I didn't have this, I don't know what I would be doing with my life. So it was a blessing in my life, really. What about you?
I already told you. I mean,
I thought you were pointing at me to answer the question.
No, I was being so sweet.
Oh, that's cute. That was cute.
So you were like, you go.
That's I love that. Oh.
No.
What would be your superpower if you had one?
I probably would want to control time if I had.
Oh my God.
That's the most.
That's my favorite one. Yes.
The one that they're not making any more of. The ability to go back and redo something, or stop something, or rewind the clock, maybe wind it forward, see where things are going, Yeah.
Superpower. I'd love to be able to redo something, go back to college and study something different, or get certain times back.
I mean, I think the ability to heal people, which isn't like much of a comic book thing, because it doesn't really play out that well in a visual like comics. It just doesn't. It's not that dramatic looking. But I mean, I know people who have gone through some horrible illnesses and things like that, and if you could take that away from them and end that suffering, that would be the most special.
Well, doesn't Wolverine do that?
No, he heals himself.
Oh, they can heal themselves. Is there a character that heals other people? Which one?
Probably is, but it's not.
Yeah, I forgot there is one. But I think he died.
I'm sure that there is. It's not. It's not.
I was like,
the more it's in an action medium like a comic book, it's more interesting to see a guy who can get shot a million times and then heal, and then get swords out of his hands and go berserk on people. So that's definitely the more interesting medium. I mean, and then also there's just, I mean, I always loved like Magneto as a character. Just I like the ability to manipulate the electromagnetic spectrum. Seems like
I love Doctor Strange. I wish I could. If I know you want to move on to the next one, but I wish I could just snap my fingers, and instead of having to drive 4 hours here or take a plane, 6 hours there, I would just love to be able to snap and get to wherever.
That's cool.
See the world and see all.
But if I could do anything, I would put on a chainmail bikini and take a sword and be blessed by a goddess. I think that would be.
Yeah. Yes. That's awesome. What TV shows do you guys watch? What do you watch? What do you guys watch?
I mean, right now I'm not watching. Right now I'm writing, because usually the only time I really have to watch TV is kind of after the kids go to bed. So it's like it's like a late night 9:30 to 11 something. Okay. And I've been using that time to write. The last show we really got into, I don't know. I mean, last year I got her into Breaking Bad. She watched all 5 seasons of that, and that was
Okay.
And we like
Awesome.
Stranger Things
Strange,
when we're in Montana.
Stranger Things.
Ooh. Nice, nice, nice,
I
nice,
like
nice.
that.
You know, but at this point, you're almost at the point of like, you're almost at the point of like rewatching stuff. Which, by the way, that was like one of the coolest parties. I mean, obviously we've been to a bunch of parties at Comic Con, but the Upside Down party in like 2019 was a dope party. They had
Oh, that's cool.
they had like a cover band that was doing all the music.
And that was before I had ever seen Stranger Things, so I didn't know where I was or what was happening. Too bad.
Man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What are you guys' top 5 favorite movies of all time?
That's for you. So mine are too embarrassing.
I actually usually kind of watch by directors. So like my favorite, like Kubrick, Coppola, Kurosawa, Fellini, and Jesus, I don't know. Maybe Spielberg.
What are the movies?
2001: Space Odyssey, Godfather, Apocalypse Now, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. In the comic book space, Dark Knight, Endgame, Winter Soldier, Conan. I like the original Conan with Milius and Arnold. I mean, I grew up on that movie. I have one of the swords Milius and Pressman gave to my dad hanging up on my wall. So that's awesome. That's kind of a family connection. Let me see what else. I don't know. Into the Spider-Verse. I thought that was, when that came out, that felt fresh. We were talking about like, we've got characters that have been around for a long time. So Spider-Man has had as much material written on him as any character ever, right? Yeah. And yet Into the Spider-Verse felt super fresh when it came out. That had all kinds of juice when it came out.
That's Lord Miller, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. 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 How, well, now we do this, like, if you have any questions for me, we're turning tables on you guys. Do you have a question for me or anything like that?
Why do you love Red Sonja so much? What draws her to you?
Because of my mother. My mother is very, like, I want to be that when I grow up. Well, when I was a kid, every time she's like, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. I'll be okay, I'll do it. I want to, like, every time in my life, I want to be okay and I'll do it. Be able to complete something without showing, like, oh, I'm okay, I can't do it, or I want to be able to be like, okay, I can do it. To show, like, a good role model of what I'm doing.
Like,
and,
courage.
like, my mom always.
Courage.
Yeah, like, courage, faith, everything. Like, she's always been, like, no matter what, she goes through it no matter what.
That's amazing.
She's consistent. She's never,
how
like,
lucky you are to have had
I've never seen her look. Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, she's never failed. It's crazy. She's failed, but, like, I've never seen, like,
her sweat.
She's like, I do it, and I'll be okay. I love it. I love it so much. I was like, how do you just say, okay, I'll do this?
That's the
okay,
deeper,
I do this.
That's the deeper level of the character. You're responding to a deeper level of the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, to the kind of.
And RedSonja she's special, man. Special. It's crazy. It's like my mom. Oh, every time I read, I'm like, okay, oh my God. And it's just, powerful female characters are probably my most favorite. But thank you.
How did you first encounter?
That's amazing.
How did you first encounter the character? Like, when's the first
time? Ooh, I saw I got in trouble watching Conan, and then saw Bridget Nielsen. I was like, yo, things are happening. I like this. Girl with a sword. I'm down. With red hair, I'm cooked. I like this very much. And
his
then,
dad
like, years later,
movies, actually, his father, Arthur, produced those films.
So cool. And then in college, I was reading comics. I was like, I told the comic shop I just want Red Sonja, Nightwing, and Wonder Woman. There's some comics I've not stopped reading since I've read. It's been like over 20 years or 10 years. It's been a hot minute.
So
but the character's really cool.
You jumped in with the Dynamite books? Are those the ones you jumped in with? Yeah.
Yes. But I have the first appearance of her, I think, and I have the Conan too. But I was like, yeah, that character really. I've never been like. Because I thought, like, oh, chainmail bikini, man. But, like, no way. There's more. There's so much more. You have to read. And then I loved every book. And I was just obsessed every day. Spending over $1,000 on various covers. I buy, like, every Red Sonja book, like, 4 times. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. You need to switch places with me and take over. You probably know a lot more than I do.
I'm a little obsessed. But it is so much. The character's very just great. And it should be represented more. Because right now, we have Wonder Woman and stuff like that. She's up there for Wonder Woman as like one of the greatest female characters of all time. It's crazy. I don't know.
Well, look, we're gonna get the movie out. It's done. It's gonna get out. and then the fans are going to see it.
Yeah.
And all
Like,
we can do is kind of like at a certain point, all I can do is just make sure that good stories are being told, and good Red
mhm,
Sonja stories are being
mhm.
told. You put them out into the world, and then the audience got to find them. They got to find an audience. There's only so much you can do there.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta just make sure that you're putting quality out. That's it.
yeah. I'm down for whatever. Like, I'll do Red Sonja podcast, whatever. We need to do something. I would love it. Red Sonja, something, everything. I just think the characters should be like the characters up there. Like, I love Wonder Woman, but like I saw her first. I saw Red Sonja first.
Aw.
So I just that character. Thank you for everything you do for me. You guys saved my life, made my
Aw,
life great, kept me out of trouble, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I
so
appreciate that.
amazing.
Thank you.
And
We're
thank
so
you.
lucky to have
Yeah.
fans, for Red Sonja to have fans like you, the character means so much, and you've personalized this with your mother. It is so incredible to talk to you and to hear those stories it really is so touching. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
but
thank
thank you
you for
guys for
having us on.
thank you. Tell us where we can find you too. You gotta tell us where we can find you and what you got coming up.
I have an Instagram I started at Red Sonja Official on Instagram. I
Okay.
need the youngins to come over and teach me how to do TikTok. I'm so old fashioned. Like, just getting me on Instagram was hard. So now I have to get on TikTok and these other
But you're
things.
doing it.
I'm gonna do it
She
reluctantly.
She found someone young. She found like a teenager to come over.
That's awesome.
I have a meeting on Monday for someone to teach me how to do TikTok.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. You guys would, yeah, we kill it. But yeah, where anything else you want to promote or anything? Like anyone else? I think you have
I mean,
things
that's
coming out.
the book and the movie and the series, Death and the Devil. I mean, those are the things, and obviously,
Just
touring
the
series,
Gale
but-
book to pre-order it. The Luke's Death and the Devil.
Which is out
We've already held them up, and number 13 again is out right now. So that's pretty much it for now, right? And then the Audible book will be recorded in a few weeks. So then once that comes out, we have a really cool voiceover artist that everyone's going to be excited about.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you. This has been a dream come true. This episode's all about me, okay? I'm sorry. Red Sonja is my favorite character. Thank you so much.
and thank
I'm
you for
so
wearing
excited.
thank you for sporting the shirt
Oh,
and
I'm,
representing.
you guys have a lot of my money, so it's fine. I'll do anything for you guys. I love you guys so much. I thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's a dream come true. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Sailor Games 18, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere at your mom's house. I'm everywhere. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I pressed the button.